Welcome to my CD collection, today the letter D. So let's start with the first one in the line, and that is the Dire Straits Brothers in Arms. I guess I don't have to say anything about it. This is probably in every collection. Interesting to say about this CD. This is one of the very first CDs ever released, and it was the first CD to be played on BBC Radio. So then we go to Dana Koorts. I've been telling you about her a very long time now. She is my favorite artist. She has the best voice in the world, especially live. This is her first CD, and I'm sure the D is going to be a shorter video because most of them are from Dana Koorts. Here's another one, also Dana Koorts. If you have never seen her, if you have never heard of her, I hope that soon all this stuff with the coronavirus is over, but take a look at her, take a listen to her, and if she's in the neighborhood, go to her. Then we have the wonderful Dr. John. Interesting detail, this guy is of course from New Orleans, and because of her music Dana also moved to New Orleans, so she's part of the scene there now. Dr. John, I've seen him once live. Actually, at that time I did not even know. This was the North Sea Jazz Festival. I did not even know who he was, and I was standing at the front of the podium and I thought, wait a minute, this is great music. This has the New Orleans vibe all the way. This is great music. Another Dr. John. He has some of the traditional New Orleans music, and he can also be very funky and very wild. Desiree, Mind Adventures. I don't remember from what year this is, but this is one of the CDs that has been probably the longest in my collection, probably 30 or 40 years. But this is soulful, sweet music, wonderful voice. Here's another one of her CDs. A bit of a lower voice she has. Here we have some more Dire Straits, Money for Nothing. Also something that everybody knows, of course. Next up is Doe Maar with the CD Skunk. This is a Dutch group. This is a Dutch group from when I was young. And this is like Dutch reggae, so reggae based and Dutch lyrics. Very, very big at the time. And you know, the last 10 years there's all these groups that started long time ago are now old guys, and they do an extra tour for everybody. So we went there a few years ago. This was very nice. More Dire Straits, Ivory Street. Actually, I only had Brothers in Arms, but in the thrift stores you find these plenty for 50 cents. So a nice way to make your series complete. Another thing that you have to have in your collection as an audiophile is of course some stuff of Diana Krall. I went to see her live in Brussels, Belgium, and that was one of the most boring concerts I ever went to, because I don't know if she was stoned or if she had a bad day, but I don't believe she watched to the audience even once. No contact whatsoever. More Dr. John, Creole Moon. I love this painting. Wonderful. you've never heard of Dr. John, try some of his stuff. They're not all the same, but some of them are very good, and on most of them there's a few numbers that are always very good. Some more Diana Krall. Now, Diana Krall is of course a singer that is, most of her CDs are a little bit alike. A little message coming in. And the recording quality mostly is pretty good. Here we have some Duke Ellington. Of course, everybody knows this. So at one point this was 40 Dutch guilders, which is crazy. It is a double CD, but still, in those days that was a lot of money, something I could not afford. I would not even buy for that amount of money. I thought that was a real scam. I still think CDs can be very much, too much expensive. Somebody's really wanting me to go to my phone, but I don't. Or Dr. John. This is probably my favorite album of all the Dr. John CDs. Here we have some Chesky Records, Dave's True Story. Wonderful recording quality. Also something for you maybe to try out. Music is not too bad either. Here we have some more Dana Koorts. I probably have everything she ever released. Oh yeah, Donna Summer. Gotta love me some Donna Summer. She was big when I was young. Remember Top of the Pops? It was a joy to watch her and to listen to her. Here we have some more Diana Krall. And of course some David Bowie, the singles collection. This is also one that I picked up in the thrift store. I believe this was $150. If for $150 you won't leave it in the bin right over there. Low, his album. When I was young, Low was one of my favorite albums. Gotta have some Dave Brubeck in there. Take 5 is of course the one that you all know, but some of the other songs are also very, very interesting, very nice. Here we go, even more Dana Koorts. And I think Dana Koorts, maybe for the last 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, I'm not really sure, but I've visited her live maybe 15 times. I like her that much. What have we here? Some more Diana Krall. Now, Diana Krall, most of the music is beautifully recorded. Most of the music is a little bit boring, but as you can see here, $150. Most of what I have in my collection anyways is not full price paid, but always I got it somewhere, or I bought a collection, or I ran into a great deal. And funky New Orleans, also one from Dr. John. Really, guys and girls, if you never have heard of Dr. John, do yourself a favor, make sure to get one. So those were all the jewel cases, the plastic cases, and I always have some in these cardboard boxes. So let's check them out. Here we have some more Diana Krall. I'm going to shut down this telephone. Okay, so I turned down the phone. Here we have more Dana Koorts. This is a live album, wonderful album. Here we have another album of Dana Koorts. Here we have another album of Dana Koorts. Here we have another live album of Dana Koorts, signed, as you can see. Wait, what is this? Dana Chords? Yes. I've been following her for a very long time. Some more Diana Krall. This is a new one, Duffy. You may remember her. Rock Fairy, this is the deluxe edition. Probably because it has a second CD. This is nice. This is a nice edition also. Let me see if I can fold it all the way out. 2 CDs. You know, just like it is nice to look at your audio system, as I told in my last vlog, just like it is nice to pay attention to the coffee cup that you are drinking, it is also nice that if you have a CD, that it's not just a boring case and boring plastic and boring artwork. If you pay for it, even if it is only a thrift store, but if you pay for it, especially if you pay full price, it's nice to have something that is also worthwhile holding and looking at. Duffy. And the last one is from David Gilmour. He is one of the Pink Floyd people, and this is an interesting CD. It's called The Orb. It's just a lot of sounds, not really songs, but a lot of sounds. But what is interesting is that one of the two, the second CD, is what they call the, I'll show you over here, it's called the 360 version. It's intended to be listened to with headphones, and it would give you a surround sound experience on a stereo CD. So if you want to try that, it is not music that I would like to listen to a lot, but the experience is very nice. And so we come to the end of the D. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.